It's Julia Renee.
And Kendall Aaliyah. Welcome back to the Know Your Power podcast.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode. Hey, we pressed record today.
Yay.
We've been doing this for how many years?
You jinxed us right before we started filming.
Did I?
Julia sat down and was like, can you believe we used to have to restart the video?
Oh my God, I did.
And we were just talking about how like we've gotten so good over the years.
I really did.
And then look at us now.
Every time that we do have an issue, it's always because one of us is like, we're doing good. And the universe is like, just kidding.
Humbles us.
Anyways, so today we're going to have another unhinged episode. Y'all really liked the unhinged confessions that no one asked for, but today I titled it something different.
Okay.
And it's borderline feral gym girl confessions no one asked for. I really love the word feral.
I do too. I feel like it
have some feral
encompasses
days.
me sometimes. Yeah.
If you catch me on a feral day when I have a Instagram Q&A on my story,
It's over.
You don't know. Yeah, there was a day there I was feeling very feral, and I was answering all of like the creepy ones, and I was like, Julia.
I think I remember seeing that.
I was like, calm down.
Yeah.
I remember like
I was like, wow, this is really bold.
something took over my body. I was like leaned over on my counter, and I was like.
I have so many days like that where I will film something for my Instagram story and then of course never post it because I'll just go like one comment will set me off and I'll go on a rant and then I'll be like, I need to calm down.
You're like, this was an inside thought.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad I yelled about it. I got it out of my system and now I'm okay.
That's what Chloe has been helping me with my inside thoughts that end up coming outside thoughts.
Just
and
leaving them in.
she'll go she goes, Julia, that was an inside thought. And I was like, oh, was it? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
I love Chloe. She's coming back on soon, right?
Yes, back by popular demand. Did you see the story I posted?
Yeah, it was funny.
She was like, my listeners just...
Her fans.
I did. Speaking of fan, I wanted to celebrate one of our listeners that wrote in.
Okay.
She says, hi, ladies. I just wanted to thank you both so much. This past weekend, I competed in my first bodybuilding show ever. My category is figure, and your podcast is one of the biggest reasons I was ready for it. Oh. I won all three categories, figure novice, true novice, and overall for my regional show. So now I'm going to compete in a national show later this year and work towards my pro card. I wrote to you guys 2 different times during my journey, and you answered both questions. Both questions the same way. I was doubting myself if I could do it. Your advice both times was... why would I talk myself out of it before I even started the thing? At the time, I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I've listened to every episode for 10 months since I started training. It's what got me through cardio and hard days. You have so many tips and tricks that helped, like how to travel on prep, using microwaves at gas stations, talking about walking with your glutes up even as you walk away during the Arnold episode, grace on the hard days, and so much more. I just wanted to say thank you. I wouldn't have been able... Don't cry, Julia. Don't cry.
That was scary. I can't cry now.
I wouldn't have been as successful if it weren't for my big sisters in bodybuilding. The work you do really allows others to know their power and continue to stretch and strengthen that power. No big deal. No big deal. It's no big deal.
Cry. Do it. That is so sweet, and I'm so
cool.
proud of you, and that's so cool. I feel like so
amazing.
Often recently in my own doubts that like I totally remember her writing in. I remember all of it, and like being in the same boat now in prep and understanding her thought process, and it's like that's so cool that we could be there for you, and I'm so proud of you.
Yes, and like for her to just go in and be like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, like hello.
And wow, I mean, this is just proof that like your mindset really is everything, and that I'm really glad that we have helped you in some sort of way, because you know sometimes we're sitting here and we're like, are we just talking into the abyss?
Sometimes we do.
We're just talking to the
We're
abyss.
playing pretend.
We're just 2 girlies playing pretend, playing dress up, playing podcast.
Yeah, it's awesome that it's received and received
Yeah, we're
well
really
and applied.
proud of you. Thank you so much for writing
and update
in.
us on nationals.
Seriously, we need another email. I think this was a DM. No, it was an email. Emails are always better.
Okay.
Emails are better. Please email us. We want to know. We're so proud of you. But I just had to highlight that.
That's awesome.
Now, to the unhinged.
Okay,
Kendall does not know the questions.
At all.
Once again.
I didn't know it was questions because I peeked at your outline and I saw a long message and I thought we were reading
Oh.
I thought we were reading people's confessions, so now I'm scared.
Whoa. Question number 1.
Okay.
What is your gym ick that you do anyways? Because the Delulu is stronger. Maybe it's an ick and you're like, okay, I hate when people do that, but you like low-key do it too.
Yeah, for me, I wear sweatpants over my shorts all the time, and I'm constantly having to like pick at them and like pull them down.
Oh, like
but
a guy adjusting his junk?
Yes. And I hate when men do that. So I think from like an outside perspective, for me, I'm like, I'm fixing my shorts. If someone's looking at me, my hand's in my pants, and I'm doing something.
Okay.
Where I know if my mom saw that, she would like hit me on the back of the head and be like, you're a lady, get it together. And I feel like such a bro in those moments, but like, I gotta fix my shorts. They're going up my butt crack. I don't know what to tell you. Another one, I feel like I have so many, so I'm just trying to.
I definitely like just fix my wedgies.
Yeah, just
all
in
the
general.
time in the gym.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, no one sees.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really believe that no one's seeing.
They shouldn't be caring if they are.
I don't think. Yeah,
I don't usually care if someone else is doing it.
I do just a lot of wedgies.
Yeah. I think that's my biggest one. I can't think of another one right now. I know like I always wipe down my gym equipment after using it, not usually before, which I know is like kind of gross, and I really should do both.
Yeah, I just have way too much trust in humanity, I think.
Same, yeah.
Yeah. Which though, I did see a guy leave his Stairmaster today and he didn't clean it. And I just watched him and I was like, he's going to go get it, right? He's going to clean it. No, he gets a paper towel for his face.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay.
You're so close.
Okay, you were so close.
I will say, like, sometimes if I'm just hopping on a treadmill for like a 3-minute warm up and I'm not touching nothing, then I won't wipe it down. And I do feel guilty every single time.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like when you go into a bathroom and you don't use the bathroom, but you have the need to wash your hands to prove to everyone around you that you're not a dirty, stinky girl.
Exactly.
Even though you know you didn't pee, you just went to go like fix your face or something. That's how I feel.
It's funny because I do that too, where we have a sauna that faces the sinks. So like if a girl's in the sauna, she could see the sinks. And if I'm going into the bathroom to change, which I do often, because I'll like show up like from training a client, I'll change my shorts or whatever. And then I'll walk over to the sink and check my hair. And I always do a quick look into the sauna. If no one's there, I'm not washing my hands because I didn't use the restroom.
Yes.
If someone is in there, I feel like I need to.
Yeah, it's like you have to prove to people.
Yeah, it's like they don't care at all. But yeah, that's my biggest. But
maybe people are watching.
Maybe.
Because we're obviously watching.
I don't care if someone else doesn't do it though.
I don't either. I'm just like, you have your own things, whatever. Yeah. I think we talked about this on a podcast episode a long time ago, but I do think with the bathroom situation at my gym that there are a lot of guys.
That's the worst, yeah.
Because it's like a shared bathroom, guys and girls coming in and out. I do think though, this shared bathroom situation is helping more men wash their hands because there's girls in there.
I bet
there's girls in there. Like I will see it happen to where they're not going to, but then I walk out and then they're like,
oh yeah, I was totally gonna do
that. I was totally gonna do it. I'm like, no, you weren't.
So funny. I guarantee that does help in that. That's a weird bathroom. I saw a guy in his underwear in there once.
Oh, that's great.
He felt like through the door because one of them's a shower, which I don't think I even knew. And I was coming out of the bathroom and I guess he was putting on his pants and like his back was to the door and he fell through it. So he's on the floor in his underwear and he goes, "I'm so sorry." And I was like, "You're good, bro." And I left.
I'm going to pretend I didn't see. Just for your
I literally actually didn't like even register his face. So even if I saw him after that, I would have no idea, though I'm sure he like actively avoided me from that.
He went home and thought about it all night. He's like, this pretty girl just watched me
so
like
funny.
Sweaty butt.
Poor guy.
Undies fall through the door. He's sitting in bed like blinking at his
I was
ceiling.
like, oh, like always lock the doors in here, I think was what I took away from that
yes, lesson learned. Lesson learned. I think my gym ick is that I have like a compulsion that I have to take a gym picture before I leave. Like I really do.
That's not an ick to me.
I don't know. Like I genuinely is like, if I don't, I didn't go to the gym. It didn't exist. I have to let people know that I was here.
Obviously. See, but in your case, it's like this is literally your job.
Yes.
So you have to.
Yes. Like if
it's less cringy if that's the case, I feel. Or if that's what you're working towards. Like anyone aspiring to be a quote unquote influencer, then I'm like, get your bag, girl. Like go do it.
Same thing with cardio. Like even this morning, I was like, okay, I did my posing session, like my little posing video. And I was like,
saw your story
in the bathroom. That's what that was. I was
like cardio done.
I was in the bathroom and I was like getting ready to leave. And I was like, I have to, like, it's an accountability thing.
I get that.
That I'm like, I'm on prep for a show. Like I have to tell people, I had to show
They'll think I didn't do it.
They'll think I didn't do it.
That's funny.
Like even on like my rest days, like today, like
rest
day. I'm like, this is my rest day. I gotta tell you.
On a similar note, because it is an ick, not an ick. I think it does bother me more than it should though. If people are in the posing room for like forever because I want it, I'm like, what is taking so long? Mm-hmm. On the same note, when I get in there, I'm in there for 30 minutes and no one else feels like they can come in. So I do feel really bad. I always try to be like inviting. I'll take out my headphones just in case someone comes in. I can be like, come in. I'm fully here in this corner. I know my camera's out. You're not going to be in it. Like I try to be like as open as I can, but most people, if they see the light on in there, they won't even try. So I do feel guilty all the time because I spend so much time in the posing room after my workouts.
I feel like this happened. Where was I? Was I in the posing room? I was somewhere. Where was I? I was somewhere.
Okay.
Where it was a room of some sort. And I had my camera out or something like that. And a guy walks in and it's almost like he had like seen me naked. But he was like, it was the camera. And he like walked, and I was like, no, you could come. And he slams the door and like runs.
Yeah.
And I was like,
on the same note, but I do that too, where I'll peek into a posing room if someone's in there, period. I don't care who it is or what they're doing. I just close the door and I leave. Because like I don't love posing in front of other people yet. Maybe when I'm like stage ready.
We all want our alone time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway.
I do want my alone time to put my shorts in a wedgie.
So I feel bad that I don't let anyone else in.
And then undo my wedgie and then leave.
For me, it's I'll take my pump cover off. That's the only time I'm just in a sports bra is in the posing room, and then it goes right back on. I never work out in just a sports bra.
Mine is like pump cover when I walk in, and then immediately comes off. That's fair. After like one set.
That's fair.
Okay, the next one. You walk into the gym.
I keep wanting to look at them.
I see that.
Sorry.
And your ex is there.
Oh,
Think about one of them.
Oh, I am.
What machine are you headed to first?
Like the opposite side of the gym, I think is the answer. I'm not trying to impress this man. I want to be as far away as possible.
I think for me, I'm posting up right where he is.
Really?
Yep.
No.
Not like standing next to him like, hey. Yeah. But like I am going into the area that he is in and I am owning that area. I'm claiming it as mine.
This is where we're
even
different.
If he was there first. I'm like, this is my gym. Sorry.
No, I just need to tell you. That's what
I did when I saw your ex. I went right to his area and I was like, I'm posting up right here.
I was at my gym the other day and it wasn't your ex, but it looked this much like him, 2% like him from afar. And you know what I did? Ran.
Booked it.
Other side of the gym, no eye contact just in case. And then when I felt safe in my corner, I looked at him and I went, oh, it's not even him. Just another like bearded man.
That's hilarious.
But that's our differences in responses. You're like, this is my territory. Yes. And I'm like, you can have it.
I'm like, but I am out. I'm out. Comment below if you're a Kendall or if you're
I just like actually, it depends. If I'm like already there and in my space, I might act differently. But in both of those, in my fake scenario and that reality scenario, if I'm entering the gym and they're already there, I'm anxious. You know, it's different when I'm like already mid set and like killing it.
That's true. You're like, I can't just drop everything and run away.
Then I won't run.
It looks like
I don't even care if I
matter. You don't even matter. True. You're just a speck of dust on my windshield.
In my way, basically.
Or a dead bug on my windshield that I'm just going to eat right away.
So you would go right by them.
Oh, yeah, I'd go right by them. I wouldn't like stand next to them and be like, what's up, bud? What's up, brother?
I couldn't even imagine making eye contact.
No, I'd straight up. I would.
That's funny.
Can you tell that I lay up at night just thinking of scenarios that are probably never going to happen?
And you write them down for this
And
podcast?
I write them down in my journal. And I'm like, you know, I'm really just a girly on the outside, but a really like angry little boy on the inside.
I feel like I try to present as like tough, and then my inside's a little girl who will not look at you. She'll run.
Yeah. But somehow we became friends.
We get along. Because I know you'll do that for me, and I'll do mine for you.
Exactly. Like, Julia, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. I'm like, okay. We don't need to be angry.
We don't need to fight.
Okay, next one. What gym quote would you tattoo if you had 30 seconds to choose and 0 impulse control?
Oh my gosh. I have 30 seconds. I've thought about so many in the past, and every time I'm like, that's too cliche. That's too
Even if
tacky.
it's cheese balls.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me think.
Cheesy gym quote? Did I say that?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, there's this guy I follow who has in huge bold letters down his forearm, discipline. And I'm like,
Okay.
I think like a tiny discipline somewhere would be like sleek, could be sleek. Like a one word stands for a lot. I wouldn't be like, no days off. Couldn't catch
No
me.
regrets.
No regrets.
I think I would do lightweight, baby.
That would be funny. No, see, that one's not even cringy. That's like cute.
I would do lightweight, baby.
I like that.
I don't know where I would do it though.
Who said that?
It would. I think it's
Ronnie Coleman?
Lightweight, baby.
Okay,
He
in my
still
head,
does
I was
it
like,
to this day.
You have to get like a full mural of Ronnie.
It would
like
probably
baby
be
behind it.
It would probably be like a half sleeve, be a part of a half sleeve that was like dedicated to like my bodybuilding journey, and somewhere within that, it would say lightweight baby. But I feel like, secondly, it would need to be near my legs.
Fair.
It's like confirmation
Just on the glutes.
that we don't do
Lightweight
lightweight
baby.
in this area.
Yeah. No lightweight baby.
No.
Lightweight baby on the bicep.
That's true.
On the quad.
No lightweight baby like ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the quotes I've used so far, and I know people don't know all of them because I have so many designs that are not out yet or shown yet, but like for my brand, I try so hard because some of them, it's so easy to be like tacky and cheesy. Where one of mine, which I love the quote, but saying it out loud does make it feel cringe, is choke them on the ashes of the dreams they once burned. And that's just says, that's on my black hat. It's like on the side, just a quote I've loved forever. And that's not like super gym specific, but I've always used it as gym fuel of like whoever doubted you in the past, whoever, you know, like told you couldn't do this or that, like
I love
prove
it.
them wrong.
It's so your vibes.
Yeah, I just don't think that's too long to tattoo on me. I have seek. I don't even know my own tattoo.
How
Hold on.
about just choke them?
Choke them.
Let's just like
On the
just
ashes.
choke them. That's it.
My back tattoo says "Seek what sets your soul on fire,"
really
which
like
again
that
isn't
one,
really
too.
gym focused, but could be.
Seek what sets your glutes on fire.
I cross it off with like red tattoo and write glutes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Why does my left glute hurt so bad right
Are
now?
you
It's
okay?
like burning.
Stretch. Cross it over. Do a little. It's because you've been crossed this way like the whole time.
It's like
Just face that way.
it has a temperature.
You okay?
Okay. What is your gym? Don't look.
I'm
What is your
not.
gym girl Roman Empire?
Oh,
You better not steal mine.
I don't know if I would.
Gym girl Roman Empire.
Oh my gosh, like Eduarda's recent Arnold show. I think about her walk on stage
That's
like
true.
once a day.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Also,
Also, we never talked about Teffy and how she like low key told like high key. Nah, low key.
publicly very high key.
Yeah, it was high key on a live, but also lives disappear.
Yeah.
Unless
they're
saved
screen
it.
recorded,
She said
which
she
it
had
was.
small glutes, like her glutes aren't even
Yeah,
that big. I was like, what?
Huh?
Be a girly.
What are my glutes if that is small?
Be a girly.
Yeah.
You picked her for a reason.
Yeah.
That's another topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that upset me.
My Roman Empire in a positive way, though, is just her in general on that
Yeah.
stage. I feel like I could close my eyes and
Yes.
envision the red suit, the blonde hair,
Yes.
the walkout, the confidence she had during that entire stage presence was just
the last
peak.
time that I felt like that amount of like emotion from a
I know exactly what
routine
you're gonna say.
was when we went to the Olympia. First wellness Olympia.
First time Fran did her presentation the night after she won.
We literally like Kendall and I were like,
Yeah.
and I remember I've have
never
a
been
video
more-
of me going like, I'm doing a selfie. I'm like, I'm gonna be on stage with her someday.
Someday. You got it.
But and that's just proof that like posing, it's not just posing and showing off your physique. It is also about how you're making the judges feel. And when she walked on stage, it was like, still my heart.
I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to Fran and Eduardo's glutes and
Yes.
presence.
of the United States of America. Wow.
And Brazil.
And, no, really. I pledge allegiance to Brazil because they're just popping them out left and right.
Oh.
And there's a part of me that's like, do I need to go to Brazil to train for 2 years?
Dude, it'd be fun.
I would
join
love
you.
that. There's nothing holding me back now.
Yeah.
I could totally just
Book it.
go move to Brazil for a year and train with that one lady that like screams and yells at them.
I
wanna
love
train with
all
her.
of them. They also
I
do
love
these
her.
trampoline cardio
They
classes.
do. Where they're insane.
I'm
They're
obsessed.
bouncing like this fast. I'm like, literally never.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with like literally.
They're
I have
amazing.
followed. I don't know if I still follow all of them because I was really keeping up with everyone. But like all of their employees, they're like all of the trainers. I followed all of
They're
them for
insane.
forever.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even need to. I probably would learn a little bit of Portuguese, like being there, but I don't even need to know. I just need them to be like, do
Point
this,
and yell.
start and stop now.
Got it.
Like that's it. Just yell at me.
What's your Roman Empire? Oh no, is it good or bad?
See, I'm retiring.
Oh yeah,
I think about it at least once a day.
that's fair. Similarly,
I cried.
all of his
I
speeches in
screamed
general.
and cried. I screamed so loud. No, in my hotel room. I not only scared Zach, he was like next to me, but like I'm pretty sure someone in the next room did it too.
Yeah.
And I just was like, no, like it felt like my life was ending.
Aw.
But
He's still honestly, he's crushing the content game now.
oh yeah. Well, now he probably has like
More time. Yeah, for
to
sure.
do stuff, and like I'm really curious just to see where he takes his journey now, because I think of him on the similar level as like Arnold as far as like influence and where Arnold took it, because Arnold, like, you know, he started with bodybuilding, he moved to acting, then there was that weird stint where he was a governor or what, like I don't know, and now he's you know has one of the biggest shows. So I'm curious to see like where he starts to
It would
take
be
it.
so cool if C-Bum had his own show someday. I know like even Bum Energy is getting huge. His supplement brand's huge. Like I feel like he's doing so much on the social media front, and he's continuing to influence a lot of people, which is sick. But he's like just as much of a household name, I feel, as Arnold
I agree.
is.
What if he does have a show, like his own show?
Be sick.
That would be
Catch
really
me at the
cool.
C-Bum Classic.
Bum Classic?
Bum Classic.
Bombastic?
Yep.
No. No. We tried. Okay, what's your gym love language? Like if someone did this for you, gym girly friend,
Easy.
a gym bro,
If you re-rack my weights for me,
literally.
that is like the biggest blessing ever, because that is my least favorite part of training.
That's like taking out the trash.
Yeah. Like I feel like I try to do it for other people when I work out with them because I know how good it feels. And I'm like, no, I got this.
I got
Let me go get it. I got this.
I
But,
mean,
yeah.
literally, especially if you lift heavy, like the downfall to lifting heavy is that you have to do 5 sets of re-rack weights.
Yeah.
And I was telling Marlon, my trainer I work with once a week, that I was like, when I get to the level financially, one of the very like
You're gonna hire someone to
embarrassing
do that.
things that I will hire is a re-racker waiter.
That's insane. You have an assistant just come out
Yes.
in between
like
your
he doesn't
sets.
necessarily need to. Maybe this is just a trainer. Maybe that just means that I'm working with a trainer for all
Does
my
Marlon
sessions.
re-rack yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love those days, but I do still feel guilty. Like I'll help him and
Yeah.
stuff. But Yeah, that's what I would do. I would also have somebody that would literally just warm up my meals for me.
Fair.
Like everything's already prepped. Like I have like my food sponsor and stuff like that. But they would just like look at my meal plan that's on my fridge and measure it and warm it up.
I do think like
because there's sometimes where I love doing my work so much that I forget to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you just warm it up and bring it upstairs?
I feel that. And then there's a certain time I like getting to the gym. And if I'm like pushing and I forgot to eat, or I'm like stuck at a work thing because I didn't eat before it, and then I'm having my pre-workout meal so close to my lifting session, then I'm like uncomfortable my whole lift. Cooper, thankfully, is learning how to cook. And I didn't realize that this would be a love language thing for me, because I love cooking for other people. But obviously, I even told him before I started prep, I was like, hey, there's going to be a time where I don't want to cook for you. Nothing to do with you, just energy. Where if I get my meal prep in, I'm lucky. Like worrying about someone else's plate is going to be hard. And I'm not at that point at all. I'm still cooking majority of our meals. But the times I've come home from the gym and I have fresh food right there, I am like, this is the best feeling in the world.
That's so nice.
I know. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Loki and Vision are really slacking in that area.
They'll get it together.
They don't pay rent. They just play all the time. They freeloading
you have to feed them.
Yeah. Ain't nobody making me rice. Ain't no one making my chicken.
Yeah.
But
what a shame.
I did have somebody carry my gym bag for me out of the gym when I was tired after a leg day. And that was a new
love language.
I was like, I didn't realize how much shit I have in this bag until you carried it for me.
That's so cute.
That was really nice. And also, re-rack all my weights, please. Anyway,
we deserve to be high maintenance in prep.
A little bit.
We're doing too much.
My dad does that stuff for me.
That's
like my dad
sweet.
he's so precious. Like on my show days, when I have like my Angels bag and like I'll have like I remember even when I had got my pro card and my mom and dad were there, my dad always wears white on my show days. And I'm like, Dad, do you want to get tan all over you? Every time he wears white. But he always carries my bags for me and stuff. And like, I'm already like a little like tired and weak and flimsy. Like
flimsy is crazy.
But I get the inflatable floppy man.
Yeah.
And he'll just carry my stuff for me. It's so nice.
Sweet.
Thanks, Dad.
Set the standards.
What is your PR celebration ritual?
I have to like tell someone because I always work out alone. Okay. No, not at the gym, but like I'll definitely like text someone. Maybe now I'll like throw it in like the gym girl like group chat we have, or I'll like call my mom, or I'll call honestly like my one brother who's in this journey with me, where anytime I accomplish something that maybe I was like struggling with, or anytime either of us so far have like breaking past a weight plateau, like I get a text from him, I text him, like I feel like we're in that together. So he's actually probably like my first pick right now because we're really in it together. I typically wouldn't annoy him with that because if he wasn't in this journey, he'd be like, okay, congrats.
But now he gets it.
Now he gets it. So yeah, I think I just need to tell someone so that I feel like I'm sharing an achievement almost, versus like I always work out alone. So what am I going to do? Just like stand there and be like, yippee.
I know, that's true.
Like usually I'm like, F yeah. And then I'll go text someone and be like, I just did this.
Yeah. When I'm alone, nothing really happens.
Yeah.
And I'll take a photo of it or something. And I'm like, Instagram needs to know.
Sometimes I'll tell Instagram.
And then I'll pull out my camera and I'm like, YouTube needs to know.
And then I pull out my other camera.
And then I pull out, and then I have to go tell that random guy at the gym, hey, guess what? No, just kidding. Yeah. But when I am like training with Marlon or something, I will be 1 second, like, and I even saw it on my YouTube video because I was like watching it back. Because people were like, I love like you and Marlon's dynamic together. And like, I'm so like not there. Like sometimes during it, that I'm like, let me watch it back. Like I want to see it from how they see it.
Yeah.
And it was cute. But there's 1 second where I'm like, look like a man, like very, very manly. And then I rack it and I hit a PR when I literally didn't think that I had the energy at all to do it. And then I instantly face changes and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I like, yay.
Like all the ranges of emotion.
High five. I like just went from like little boy screaming and yelling to like little girls like, I did it.
I get that. I feel like if I am with people, I even then, I don't think I like celebrate unless someone else is like reaching for the high five. Like usually I'll just be like,
no, Kendall
I
does,
did that.
She does like a finger thing, or she'll do just like a nod, like a
Yeah. Just like, oh, I'm proud of myself.
She's literally like, or just nod.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
really subtle in my reactions over here.
is that it?
For how emotional I am, you'd think I'd celebrate more.
That's just not you.
Yeah.
You're more like,
I'm more like, okay,
cool.
what's next?
Okay, cool, I did it. And I'm like, did you see that, Mom? Did you see that?
It does help having social media because then I feel like I'm not working out alone. So if I'm filming that day, like I just feel like I need to film.
Yeah.
Though I will get the weight in frame when sometimes I care more about me being in frame. But if I'm PRing, I'm like,
it's literally just a
it's
shot
me putting
of the
the dumbbells
plates,
on,
and it's only like half of your head, and you're
Yeah.
like, see what I did?
I literally do that
See what I did?
often.
My favorite shot is I like do one, like a 3-second shot of me just putting the plates on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, look how many.
Yeah, look, I'm still going. 4, 5,
And then
6.
I hit cut and I take them all off.
You're like, just
Imagine. There were scandals like years ago. I don't think anyone's
fake
doing
plates?
it now. Yeah. Where people are using fake weights or like, I got asked once, like, oh, when you film, do you put all the weight you're using? Like, say I'm doing a leg press. Do I put them all on one side?
Did you see that one video? Someone
Was that a thing?
I think it was maybe Joey Swole, like,
reacting.
did it, where a girl was taking a video of herself doing the leg press.
Yeah.
And someone took a video of her taking a video of herself, and she only like had
Set up one side.
Yes. And the
That's
other had
crazy.
like 2.
That's
and then it
crazy.
was like, yeah, it was funny.
Because sometimes I will have uneven weight on there, but I'm not like strategically putting them on a side I'm filming on. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But that's because the machines, like, those are the machines you can do that, right?
Yeah, but still, like stacking like 5 on one side, 2 on the other is nuts. But maybe I'll throw a 10 on one side.
That's unhinged.
Yeah.
One thing that I still don't understand is what machines that you can just load whatever you want on this. Every time I'm with Kendall, I'm like, if it's not even,
Yeah.
that really doesn't do good for my brain.
It's typically if it's a unilateral movement, if you're only using like one leg at a time, one arm at a time, then it depends what side you're putting it on.
I don't like it.
Yeah. But if it's like I don't even know how to try to articulate this.
That's okay.
You get what I'm saying.
It's okay. You did your best.
Sorry. Just keep asking me, I guess.
What is the worst pre-workout thought you've ever acted on?
Pre-workout thought. As in I took pre-workout?
Or you were like...
Or I'm about to work out.
Yeah, you're about to work out and you're like, maybe I should. And then you're like, that was a terrible idea.
Like, this is just a really recent one, so definitely not the worst ever. But I was PMSing last week and I felt awful. And I was like, it's a good idea. Having another energy drink and a Midol, which has caffeine in it. And then I started my workout and I felt like shit. Understandably
like
so. I had too much
nausea.
caffeine. Yeah. I was feeling nauseous. My cramps were still there. I felt really bloated, so I felt bad about myself. I was then even more bloated because I just drank a whole carbonated beverage. Like, overall, I was like, that was just a really bad decision of me.
Yeah.
I should have just went to work out.
The feeling of too much caffeine is a very weird one, where it's like
I disassociate a little.
Yeah,
You're like out
you're
of
not
body.
really there. It's a little out of body, and you have that slight nausea. But it's like you're not actually going to throw up.
You just don't feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I was last week. How about you?
I think so mine was, I was very new into bodybuilding, and I was working with like a trainer, and I did. Let me look up the word. It's called blood flow restriction training.
Ooh,
never done
that
it before.
always scares me.
Never did any research, anything like that. I didn't really know like what it included. I was just like, yeah, sure. So I just like went into the session. I think Zach did it with me during that time. I'm not quite sure, or it might have just been by myself. But I was like, yeah, like why not? I was just so eager. Oh my God. When I'm telling you, I'm dramatic. I know that. I didn't think that I could get up the next day.
Oh, no.
Because whenever I tried to get out of bed, I was like, legs.
Wait, so like
They
good
weren't-
workout or like terrible?
No, I couldn't move my legs. I was in bed all day because I couldn't move my legs.
But not from like that was a great workout.
it was a great workout during it.
Okay, afterwards was like too much damage.
My legs no worky.
Yeah.
And I just laid there in bed and was like, Zach, I literally had to tell Zach to come and get me out of bed. I was like, come pick me up. Come pick me up. And he was so concerned about me during that time that he was like, do I need to like take you to the hospital? Like, I was like, I don't know. I've never done this before. Like I don't think he had ever done it before. It was so crazy. I could barely
I've never done that, but every time I've seen people training like that, it is like, I've seen guys do it. They'll like kind of band off under their shoulder for bicep blood flow.
Yeah.
And that it like looks gross first off. And the sensation, like I can't imagine.
Yes. And mine were tied like right at the top of my quad.
Yeah.
Right under the glute, like right there. So my quads were ginormous.
Yeah.
And of course, when you take it off, that's the thing. And then I remember feeling like on the drive home, I was like, I'm fine. Went to bed and it started setting in soreness like normal. Woke up and I was like,
whoa. Yeah.
Legs don't work.
So similar to that one, like where I definitely shouldn't have acted on things is almost every PR I've ever gone for is on like the worst possible day to PR, where I'll like either feel sick earlier that day or I haven't eaten enough, or like literally I don't know what about me being hungry makes my brain go, we should PR today. It's like, what am I doing? And most of the time I get it because I'm going in with that mentality, but it's just like terrible decision making on my part.
The other day I was shooting with Ian early in the morning, like 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning at Lift ATX for the Metamorphosis series. And I was going to have to train for the video. And I did it fasted because I was like, would you rather be glammed up for the shoot or eat? And I was like, glammed up for the shoot.
Exactly.
So I was starting to do a fasted workout and I was like, this is the worst. This is the worst thing ever. Why did I do this? And I had to do the sets over and over and over again for the video. And then later, I don't know what happened, but something tapped in and I was like, that was the best workout ever. It was crazy.
Sometimes when you feel really awful,
it was
something
weird.
Good comes
There's
out
something there, guys.
Because I get that way where sometimes I'll go train multiple clients and I don't time my meals right. I really, really try, especially in prep, to like always be on top of meal timing. But there's still like the one off day where like I don't get my meals in early enough. And then I'll work out semi-fasted. Like maybe I had breakfast, but now it's been like 5 hours.
And you should have had like 2 more meals.
Totally. And I always have great workouts and I feel good about myself, but I'm also so hungry and I feel like kind of weak at the same time. So it's always like eat your foods.
Yeah, please eat your food, guys.
Please.
Eat your foods.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the one thing you pretend doesn't affect your workout, but absolutely does?
Everything. Any minor inconvenience.
Anything. The weather is off, the moon cycle.
Last time we did one of these, you asked me what like my biggest gym pet peeve was, and I just looked at the camera and went, people. And I like have been trying to find that clip because I need to clip that and be like, Kendall core. Like that is me. So similar answer, not people, but like if like I'm driving to the gym and for some reason I go to the gym at night, like it's not rush hour at all, but people don't know how to drive on this highway. I am telling you, I don't care what time of day it is. The speed limit's 75, left lane's going maybe 60. And like, I try to be like, I'm unbothered right now. We're going to get to the gym. It's going to be okay. But inside, that pisses me off so much. Especially, I just got a new car and it's fast. And so I'm like, I really want to like drive my little car, like get hyped up. And I'm so annoyed at people not driving even the speed limit in front of me. So I would say that's the biggest one, just because that is an every single day occurrence where every day I get in my car and I go, it might take us 30 minutes to get there because people don't know how to drive, but we're going to get there. And I pretend it doesn't bother me, but it always does. But in a good way where it fuels my workout because now I'm a little pissed off.
True. I realized
that's the silver lining.
Yesterday when I was leaving the gym, I was like, they need to put a warning label on pre-workout that says might cause road rage.
For sure.
Because you catch me pre-workout on the way there and it's kicking in and I'm like Cruella DeVille.
Literally.
I'm
a witch on a freaking broom.
I'm on a hunt. I'm on a hunt for a pump. and you catch me on the way back when I gotta be home. I gotta be on like ready for my call with my girls. I'm also have so many endorphins, and I'm like the pre-workout is still pre-workouting, and like you drive slow, not the speed limit. Like yesterday, I let my unhinged get a little bit of the best of me.
Did you road rage out?
I just honked at somebody. And he was on his phone while driving. Like,
of course.
That makes me so mad when you can like, someone is driving.
You see them looking
60
down
in a 75 and they're literally like, and you can see why it's happening. You know the solution to put your phone down. So I was like, meep, and I honked at him. And then I went around and he starts rolling his window down.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, you roll your window down. Okay.
Julia hops up.
I was like, big man.
Pump on.
And he rolls it down because he had a... He
slowly
he rolls it down. So I was like, I'm already gone, bitch. I'm already zooming.
See, I never do anything.
By the time you got it all the way down,
I usually don't do anything, but I do internally rage so bad. But I'm the opposite of you, where since I work out at night, when I'm going home, it's like bedtime. It's like the day is done. That was the last thing I really had to do today. Or maybe like one more thing. So on my way to the gym, I'm the like freak out, like I need to get there. I have a mission right now. You're in my way type of energy. On the way home, I'm the person not even going the speed. Because I'm just like, la-di-da, that was a good workout. I'm listening to a podcast.
Are we the problem? She's like, it's nighttime. We're relaxing. We're winding down.
Completely different person pre and post workout.
Yeah, mine is just rage both.
Yeah.
Both. But yeah, I think post is always a little bit worse where I notice I'm like, oh,
it's like
I'm
not,
like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not that serious. Was that your same answer then?
Or
do you
what
have
was
a different
mine?
one?
Did I?
It's just for something that you pretend doesn't bother you. I know it should have been more gym related, but
when my shuffle, Spotify shuffle is not shuffling.
I feel this.
You know when?
Give me a slow song. I'm at the gym.
No.
What are you doing?
You know when the shuffle is like, who made this?
Yeah.
Who's organizing the shuffle? No one would want this order of songs.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I feel that.
And then I exit out of it and I'm like, okay, think about, no, I do. And I said, think about what you did. And then I go back and I reshuffle it and I'm like, this better be better or else.
Can I tell you something funny I do? I use ChatGPT not super frequently, but like in place of Google. So if I like need to ask it something, or maybe I'll have it, let's just say someone emails me something like for my business.
Yeah. And I'm like, answer this back like not a turd.
Yeah. I'm
person.
like, hey, help me answer this. This is kind of like the bullet points I'm trying to hit. Just like make it sound better because I'm not great at customer service voice. And it'll send something to me and I will verbatim like say to ChatGPT, that sucked. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, be better.
Did you know that it starts to know your personality now?
Yeah, and now it knows I get pissed off if I sound like a corporate like robot. And I'll be like, you sounded like a robot there. Like, give me a human response.
Like a robot.
But I think it's funny, like the same note of talking to your shuffle. It's like, it's just technology. Yeah, I need to be nicer like technology.
To it. One thing that I really get unrealistically, I'm saying one thing that I get unrealistically mad at. Sure, what are we talking about? But this is the one that's like the most. When technology doesn't technology.
That's fair. When my Google page takes 1 second to load.
I full rage, especially because my whole job is all of these things. And I'm like, you had one job.
Yeah.
And it was to open Instagram in a timely manner.
Oh, I have a good one. If I forget my SD card or my camera's not charged, I really try to pretend it doesn't bother me because I'm like, I just wasn't meant to film today. That's okay. You know, I was just going to take photos after anyway. But deep down, it does like really bother me.
My workout
I start negotiating if I should go to Best Buy. Like, I really think through it all.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. One time I did show up, and this is a very rare occurrence to me. There was no battery.
Yep.
I was like, why is it not turning up? The battery was not even in there.
Mm-hmm. It happened to me once, and there's a photographer at that gym that I went up to, and I said, huge like curveball here. Do not expect you to say yes. can I borrow your camera? And he said yes. And
That's
that was so
nice. I'm proud of you for asking that.
But I like really, that was one of those days where like I was not there to work out. I was there for a shoot and it was for a brand I was working with. And it was like I had to take my own content for them. But still, I felt like I'm not going all the way. I lived so far from that gym too. I was like, I'm not driving 20 minutes home, 20 minutes back just to take like 3 photos in this mirror. Like, please. I offered to pay him. I was like, whatever you need.
I will give you my left leg.
Yeah, I was like,
I just need to be in the photo anyways.
I just need an SD card. Anyway.
Okay, the last one. Let's see. If your glute pump was a makeup product, what would it be?
Ooh, that like is it Too Faced? Oh, no,
Is that because you have
done.
2 butt cheeks?
No, I'm not done. Gets better. I think it's Too Faced, or is it Tarte? I'm so bad with makeup brands. I think it's the Too Faced plumping lip gloss.
Yeah, the like extreme one.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
the one that like literally burns so bad.
I love that one.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't even think about the 2 cheeks thing, but yes, the Too Faced. And then it's plumped because we're in the gym. And then the burning sensation, I feel like I've had crazy mind to muscle connection with my glutes recently. So I'm like, that feels the same to me, where I'm hyper aware of how it feels.
What would happen if we put the Too Faced lip gloss on our booty? Would it give like a
I actually don't know. Yeah, because for sure I've gotten it like, I'll go to wipe it off, or like maybe I smudged it and I'll go like that with my hand, and then my hand's burning.
Yeah.
I don't know if it looks
like
better,
here,
but...
like on the side near my chin and cheek. And I'm like, oh, it's red now.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. My lips are definitely immune to it now, and I don't feel anything ever
I haven't
anymore.
used a pumping product since I got lip filler.
You
That's the
haven't?
only reason I used to wear it, yeah.
I do it still with my routine now because I get foundation like all over my lips when I do my thing, and then I put it on and then I wipe it off with a Q-tip and I have like this perfect fresh canvas.
Love it.
And that's what I do. It's a weird thing. But
what is your makeup product?
Mine would be One Size setting spray.
I did not realize that Patrick was the owner of that. I used to love his YouTube videos.
I like him.
Yeah, I had no clue. But that setting spray, I feel like I heard it from you first. Just going to say that. I feel like it's blowing up now. And I saw his face everywhere, and I didn't realize that it was his brand.
Sponsor me.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Please.
The amount of bodybuilders that have bought it. I got my mom to buy it. All the bodybuilder. It's in all of my bodybuilder staying. It's aggressive. You know, slightly aggressive, very me. It's bold. It's unbothered. It's not going anywhere. It's staying. That's my glute pump if
That's
it
your
was
glute pump.
a makeup
That
product.
was a good answer. These are fun. I'm in charge of the next one.
You're in charge
I feel
of the
like I
next
need to. I'm making a note of it.
Yes, okay.
I'm
Kendall's
the
in
next
charge.
unhinged one.
Unhinged or feral. Of course, y'all, we want to know your answers to these questions. I was looking back at the other one and rereading some of y'all's comments the other day of answering the questions. I just love what y'all guys are saying. It's so funny. And there's sometimes where things will come out of my mouth and I'm like, ooh, is anyone going to relate to that? And then someone says that they do it too. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it makes you feel better.
Like, okay,
we're not alone.
I'm not too feral. But we love you all so much. And as always, you are more powerful than you think. Bye.